Lighting crash course. There are three major parts to a shadow. There's the form shadow, cast shadow, and the core shadow. Let's not use any layer modes yet. The light can only hit this side of the ball. Because of the ball's form, it can't reach this side. That's why the shadow is called a form shadow. The cast shadow is really straightforward. It's literally the object casting a shadow on something else. Lastly, the core shadow is placed right here. The core shadow is the darkest part of an object. The bottom of the ball is lighter than the core shadow because of reflected light, bounce light, stuff like that. And the core shadow is it's the darkest part of the shadow. And it's usually in between the light and the shadow. If that makes sense? You get it. We're going to start looking at layer modes. For the shadow, I always use multiply. Use a color pick. For shadow, I always move this diagonally down, and I shift the hue a little bit towards the red. Honestly, I picked the worst reference ever because this is a studio photo, so there's no obvious direct light. Let's see what happens. Let's find all of the cast shadow first. The hair here on the side is casting some shadow over here. It's certainly not caused by the torso being farther away from the light. It's literally because the hair is covering it, so that makes it cast shadow. We have that down. This too, back here. Same with this side. The shirt that she's wearing is causing a shadow on her neck. This arm is casting a shadow to her body. Her nose is casting a shadow to this part of her cheek, underneath her nose. The hair is causing some shadow on her face. Let's get these shadows down. Let's clean up our lines. Let's blur some edges. Blurs out here. Blurs a bit here. Blurry in this area. Blurs outward. I also forgot the flat colors for her facial features, so let me just add that real quick. She looks kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Trust the process. Now let's paint our form shadow. There's a lot of form shadow on the hair itself because when the hair curves and curls, the light is unable to reach certain areas, such as here, 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 here. On the outfit, that would be around the neck. This area is a little bit more shaded because of the way her chest curves. Down here, this area is more shaded because her torso is away from the light. Also, I forgot about the cast shadow here. Her head blocks some of the light entering this area, so the neck is a little bit more shaded than the face. Let's apply this here. Again, on a multiply layer.
This is where I got to. Lazy to talk LOL. Adding form shadow to the hair made the hair darker overall, and now we blur some, not all edges. Tried to show as much of the process as I could. Form shadow gives so much dimension to the figure. Time to add light using add. Today I'm using yellow. Would be easier if the photo had obvious direct lighting. In cases like this, I JS apply it everywhere. I didn't apply shadow. It's messy now, but we're going to blend it out. Hard to see BC, I'm only blurring the edge. You get it though, right? Adding shadow to their facial features. Okay, now with hard light, I like to brighten the eyes. Lastly, paint the brightest highlights with add.
Let me show you what it looks like once I render and add some detail.
Since this isn't a rendering tutorial, I'ma just show you a bit. With the base we made, refine or shape. Add darker shadow shapes and light shapes where you see fit. Maybe I'll make a rendering tutorial one day.